Welcome back to this week in Showdown. Riding solo again is your host, Bob, the hostess with the mostest. We're going to run through it again, brought to you again by ShowdownBot.com. Matt Gula, shout out to at MLB ShowdownBot on Twitter. Now, I wasn't able to get to all the cards this week, so some of these are going to be like, what happened to those amazing looking cards that Matt does every week? Yeah, I had to do some this week, and I rushed to get them done for everybody. So they're a little rougher than normal, but I have been working on my glow with Matt, and if I have more time, obviously you guys have seen my old work, so you guys, I don't have to prove it to you guys. But first up for the week, Chris Taylor. I do love the flexibility here, being the second base +4 and giving me an outfield and giving me a speed at 9. He had 5 home runs in the past week. He's been absolutely on a fucking tear. 433 OBP for the past week. He's got 16 home runs in the season. The card looks phenomenal. I do like the range on the card, though I wish there was a little bit less walks and not as many singles. But I really think you're getting a lot of value here. 390 seems like a lot, but a 9 speed that doesn't really hurt you seems good. It might be a tad overpriced, but I feel like you're getting a lot for this card, so I don't feel like anybody's going to be really hating on it too much. Next up, we got the polar bear himself, the home run derby champ, Pete Alonso, hits 5 home runs as well this week, so he's not slowing down since the home run derby. Just absolutely killing it like normal. He had 414 on base, 10 RBIs, 6 runs. This is your typical, Matt Stairs type card. 310, though, you got the C speed, but a ton of power. I wish he had a couple more doubles. 5 arts on the chart. Seems like a lot. You're not mad if you got him, but I don't know. I like some of the other 8s I've seen earlier in the season. So we'll see what he can finish with. Lamonte Wade Jr., oh, look at that. It's one of the cards I made. You can see the blurriness of it. But don't worry, guys. It's still hot. 310 again, just like we just saw. Another 16th home run person. He had 4 home runs this week. But again, I just wish more power on the back end. Though I don't mind a 13 plus or a 13 single plus. Though, again, C speed for 310. I mean, out of all these cards so far, I'll be taking Chris Taylor. Kiki Hernandez over at the Red Sox nowadays. A ton of flexibility here. Getting the CF +3, 200 points for 7. Now this chart is wild. You get the 13 double with a 7 for like 200 points. This is a lot of value here. I wish he was B speed. I really, you guys already know. So I hate C speed guys, but you get what you get. He had 8 runs this week, 9 RBIs, 3 homers, a triple, 4 doubles. I mean, he's been killing it right now. So that's what you love to see for him. So we'll see if he can get out of that 7 hole. But the value there just seems to be pretty nice. Jared Walsh, who's been killing it with 22 home runs this year, goes on a 1 for 22 slide in the past week with a .45 on base. Just a really, really rough stretch for him. So it's going to hurt his card value. But before that, obviously he was doing a lot better. But now he's got the 7 on base, 16 home run for 260. So obviously you're talking about 50 less points than the other guys we just looked at with 1 less on base, but a higher speed. I don't like any of these at that point. But, for 260, I'd rather Kiki if I had to do anything, because at least I'm going to get the crazy fielding, and I only spent 200 points for it, so I feel like that's the way to go. Next up, I have no chance of pronouncing this name. Tuki Toussaint throws 13 innings, getting a win, 15 Ks, 1.32 ERA. Those are his only 2 starts of the season, so he's fresh, he's hot right now, he's coming in lights out, and he's got the tier tier 2 card, 7 IP. No doubles, no walks, just a monster. So we'll see if he if he turns out, for the rest of the season. Again, he's only got 2 starts, so it's not a small sample, but it's kind of funny that he made the list. Next up, Patrick Sandoval coming in for the Angels. 5 IP kind of hurt you there, 480 points. He did have only 1 earned run this week, though he's been hit or miss before that. So he's got the tier 3 card and no doubles. So it just seems a little odd. I don't know if I'd grab him, but especially 480 just seems really rough. I don't know. You guys can decide for yourself, but I'm probably not taking a card like this. Milikan. The Padres just, geez. Tier 2, no doubles, a 5 closer with a 7 through 13 ground ball rate, which is huge. He gets 3 saves this week, no earned runs, just 209 for the season. It's just, I think he's getting older too. I remember when he's with the Pirates, but still putting it up there. And this card's great artwork again by Matt Gula to get that done. But it is also nice to see every type of closer and relievers we can get in there, including Kendall Graveman, killer last name. He gets 2 saves this week. He actually picks up a win for 3 innings, 0 earned runs. He has .84 on the season. He's got 32 strikeouts and 32 innings. So crazy tier 3 card or tier 1 card here with no doubles. No way in hell am I spending 340 points on a 1 IP pitcher, but you could see people doing it, and he's just going to absolutely be crushing it. This card's ridiculous, and he's pumped up as all hell in this picture. Last up, we have a former guy I used to like, but he's been good and bad here and there, as Sonny Gray. He lets up 8 earned runs in his last outing against St. Louis, going 3.1 innings, just gets annihilated, and only had 3 strikeouts. ERA for the season's 4.5. Just not doing that good. He gets the tier 4 card here again, no doubles at IP5. No way in hell am I spending 350 points for a 2 control. That only goes 5 innings, but it was a weird week. I mean, we're coming off a couple weeks after the All-Star game now. Hopefully people get back in the grooves. It is cool to see new players on this list, but I think overall you would hope to see something a little bit better from some of the people we've been knowing and loving. But thank you again for listening to This Week in Showdown, and hopefully you guys loved what you saw, and wait till we see what's happening next week.